What can your urine tell you about your health? More than you might think. The color can change because of food, dehydration, medications, or even blood. A strong or foul smell can sometimes happen with a urine infection. And foaminess might occasionally point to protein in the urine. Doctors have actually studied urine for centuries. In fact, in the past, some even tasted it to look for signs of diabetes. But when it comes to smell, things get really strange. Because in some rare inherited diseases, urine can have incredibly distinctive odors, from maple syrup to fish to sweaty socks. And those smells can be the first clue that something serious is going on. Let's go through some of the strangest and most fascinating examples. First up, imagine walking into a room that smells like a mix of dried hops, yeast, or maybe even a hoppy barn. Believe it or not, there's a super rare condition that causes urine to smell exactly like that. It's called Osthouse urine disease. The name comes from an oast house, which is a building traditionally used for drying hops in beer making. It happens because the body can't properly process a specific amino acid called methionine. Okay, this one sounds almost pleasant, but it's actually serious. Imagine your urine smelling distinctly sweet, like maple syrup, burnt sugar, or caramel. This is a key sign of maple syrup urine disease. It's a rare genetic disorder where the body is missing an enzyme needed to break down certain parts of protein. Because it can't process them, toxic substances build up in the body. In babies, that scent can sometimes show up within just days of birth. And it's not only in the urine. It can also be noticed in sweat and earwax. Next, we have a scent that's often described as boiled cabbage, rotten mushrooms, or sometimes a sharp, yeasty odor. This unusual smell is linked to specific metabolic disorders, like tyrosinemia type 1. In these conditions, the body struggles to process certain amino acids, leading to a buildup of toxins that create this very strong, distinct odor. It can show up in the urine, sweat, and even the breath. This one is really unexpected. Imagine your urine smelling like chlorine or a freshly bleached swimming pool. This is a symptom of another rare disorder called Hawkins, anuria. Interestingly, this condition is usually less dangerous than the others we've discussed, and in many cases it becomes less noticeable over time. One of the most infamous medical odor clues is the unmistakable scent of sweaty feet, old socks, or rancid cheese. This strong odor is classically linked to a rare condition called isovaleric acidemia. It happens because the body can't properly process leucine, an amino acid found in many protein-rich foods. The resulting buildup creates that powerful, distinct odor, which can also be noticed in sweat and earwax, and it often gets stronger during times of illness. Moving along, there's a scent often described as musty, mousy, or sometimes barn-like. This odor is a classic sign of phenylketonuria. It is an inherited disorder that prevents the body from breaking down an amino acid called phenylalanine. If untreated, it can cause serious damage to the brain and nervous system. The good news is that today, newborns are routinely screened for phenylketonuria early, so we rarely encounter this specific musty scent anymore. Finally, we have one that is perhaps the most distressing socially, a strong, overpowering scent of rotting fish. This condition is actually known as trimethylaminuria, or fish odor syndrome. This condition causes the body to build up a chemical called trimethylamine, which has a very strong, rotting fish smell. The odor can come from the urine, sweat, breath, and other body fluids. While the condition is not usually physically dangerous, it can be extremely distressing socially and emotionally. So there you have it. 7 surprisingly strange urine odors and the unusual conditions they can sometimes point to. It's a fascinating reminder that the body often gives subtle clues about what's happening inside, and sometimes those clues can be very unexpected. The good news is that most unusual urine smells are temporary and are often linked to harmless things like food, hydration, or medications. But if you ever notice a persistent or unusual odor that doesn't go away, it's always worth checking in with a doctor. Thanks so much for watching, and now I want to hear from you. Which of these odors surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below.